Welcome back. Nicole Ani from the Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services and Emily Coyle of the American Cancer Society are still here talking with us. And now we're going to learn about some resources and tools to help quit. So thanks so much, ladies, for sticking around to talk to us about that. So Nicole, let's start with you. Can you talk to us about some of the different resources for smoking cessation or tobacco cessation that are available with the department?
Absolutely. We are super lucky in Montana to have a really great quit resource in our state, and that's the Montana Tobacco Quit Line. So any Montanan can call into the quit line. They'll get connected into a trained coach who will help them set a quit plan, a quit date. They'll get connected into nicotine replacement therapy like gum, patches, lozenges, also other quit medications like Chantix and bupropion. And their coach is going to really help them through that quit process and making sure that they know what their triggers are for smoking or using tobacco, and that they're able to avoid those triggers as they move forward and hopefully have a successful quit overall.
Can anybody take advantage of these resources, or do you have to meet certain criteria?
The only eligibility requirement is that you are a resident of Montana.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. And are the products and resources free?
The coaching and the nicotine replacement therapy, like the gum, patches, lozenge, that's all completely free through the quit line. All you have to do is you have to call, you have to go through the intake, and you actually have to enroll. And once you participate in your first coaching session, that's when you get access to the free nicotine replacement therapy. And I do want to note that also right now we have Chantix for free for 3 months. You can get 3 months of Chantix for free, and then you can also access bupropion, another quit medication.
What about services available to different groups? Like, let's start with Native Americans, for example. Are there special resources out there?
Yes, we actually have 2 specialized programs through our quit line. One is our American Indian Commercial Tobacco Quit Line, and that connects American Indian callers with a dedicated American Indian coach. So they not only get connected to somebody who does recognize that difference between traditional and commercial tobacco, but then they also get access to more coaching calls to help them through the quitting process.
So you've talked about some different tools or medications that are out there, the patch, the gum. How does somebody know if one will work better for him or her than another?
That's such a great question, and I think that's the perfect thing for somebody to talk about with their healthcare provider or their doctor. They can help them determine if they have another health condition going on, if that is in any way contraindicated with nicotine replacement therapy or the quit medication. But they can also talk to their quit coach about it. They do run through some medical questions through the intake to make sure that there aren't any contraindications. So you are in good hands with the quit line, but it's always a good idea to just talk to your healthcare provider, especially if you're embarking on this quit journey. Okay.
And what about e-cigarettes? Are there specific resources for people who are trying to quit e-cigarettes or quit vaping?
Yeah, that's such a good question. The Quit Line does help with quitting e-cigarettes, and I think it's really important for everybody to understand that e-cigarettes themselves have not been determined to be an effective cessation tool yet. The data is still out on that. What we do know is that there are people that do use e-cigarettes to try to help them quit, but a lot of those people are still using cigarettes, so they're called dual users. And then a lot of those people are continuing on to use e-cigarettes in the long term, and since we don't really know the long-term health impacts of using these products, that's a little concerning for public health.
Okay, that's good to know. So you talked a little bit already about the counselors and getting teamed up with a coach. Can you talk about the Quit Line and the people who answer the phone? Who's on the other end, and what is that like?
Yeah, these are people that go through over 200 hours of specialized training to help them through their quit process. And some of them are even former tobacco users themselves that have gone through the quit journey, and they know what you're going through. So they are there to really talk you through it, and they can relate really well.
And these programs are generally successful?
Yeah, we've had enormous success with our tobacco quit line. We have one of the highest success rates in the nation. Our success rate just this last year was 40%. And that doesn't sound very high, but when you compare it to somebody who's quitting completely on their own, their success rate without any counseling or medication or any help is about 5 to 7%. So we are drastically increasing that success rate by giving you free access to counseling and those quit medications.
Great. Do
Yeah.
you know if outside of Montana there are similar programs available?
Yeah, and I think Emily can add on to this. Every state does have a quit line. So if you are located in a different state, you can go ahead and call 1-800-QUIT-NOW, and you'll get directly routed into your state quit line.
Did you want to talk about that, Emily?
Absolutely. And if there's ever any question, the American Cancer Society is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, either through our website, cancer.org, or 1-800-227-2345. And we have a myriad of tobacco cessation resources, research, information, can connect you to your local quit line. We have programs that you can sign up for individually for coaching. We have programs for employers to share with their employees to help promote a smoke-free workplace. Really, there is no shortage of resources for people if they choose to make that life-changing decision.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Great, ladies. Thank you so much. It's important for people to hear about those resources, so thank you.
Thank you.
That's all the time we have. So I'd like to thank you two for being here, and thank Dr. Kunzweiler as well for being here, and thank you, as always, for tuning in. We hope to see you again next week. In the meantime, stay fit, stay well, and stay healthy for life with Healthy Living for Life. Have a great week.
Healthy Living for Life is brought to you by Mountain Pacific Quality Health. We'd love to hear from you. If you have suggestions for future programs, visit our website at mpqhf.org or call us at 406-443-4020. You can also catch us on YouTube by visiting our website and clicking on the YouTube icon. Special thanks to Fire Tower Coffee House and Roasters. Production facilities provided by Video Express Productions.